Alright, hey, Hayes Mega here, and welcome to a Hayes Mega show and tell video, alright? This is going to be for the Hayes Mega Moto channel, alright, because I plan to use this with my motorcycles and, well, my other vehicles. So earlier, a little earlier this year, I went to the racetrack, and I was trying to mess around with my tire temperatures, and I got that RAV4 back there, alright? The RAV4 don't have a whole lot of space in it. And so what I was using as a tire inflator before when I had my van is this air tank, alright? Alright, I know it's not that big, but it takes up a lot of space inside the RAV4, so I decided not to use it anymore. And I got a pump in the RAV4 if I need to use it, alright? So one of those little tiny electric pumps. But this is what I currently use if I'm going to go on the road, or if I'm going to inflate tires, like on a vehicle that's like in front of my house or something. So the way this guy works is you hook it up to an air compressor, and then you fill it up, all right, through the port here. There's a little valve. You open it, you fill it up, and then you close the valve, and then you can go use that air and do whatever you want. It's great for inflating tires and stuff, all right, and it's somewhat portable, but it kind of takes up a lot of space. That's why I don't like it, all right. And it kind of has a lot of components to it, is what I'm going to say. So Hayes Mega was searching for a tire inflator. I almost bought the DeWalt tire inflator, all right, but I don't have the 20-volt DeWalt batteries, all right. I only have the 18-volt ones. So I said, you know, and all it does is it's just an inflator, all right. The nice thing is it inflated the airbeds and stuff too, but I don't really need that because I got an airbed pump inside my RAV4 also. So. Okay, but Hayes Mega wanted a nice inflator system that could do like multiple things, and I needed it to be portable, okay, and easy to use. So so that's kind of the criteria Hayes Mega was looking for: portable. It's battery powered, so yeah, so obviously it's portable because it's battery powered. All right, those two kind of go together. And then it should be easy to use, alright? So I wanted one that had like a digital gauge. A lot of the fancy inflators, they have like, you can set the tire pressure, and then it'll just inflate it, and it'll automatically stop when it gets there, alright? So that's really convenient to have, is what I'm going to say. Okay, and then I wanted like some kind of other functionality with it, alright? Like you can use it as a power bank, sort of, okay? So I needed it to do three things, all right? So, and that's why I bought this device, all right? So this is called the Lokithor or Lokithor, all right? It's a jump starter and air inflator, all right? So Hayes Mega doesn't really need the jump starter feature because I have a RAV4. If you need the jump start the RAV4, then you done mess something up, all right? Because it's got a huge battery in it, all right? But it still does have a 12-volt battery, so if I did need to jump the RAV4 just to power the electronics on it so it can fire up the hybrid system, then yeah, you could use this, okay? It's a little overkill for that though. Alright, so that's what I got here. It's a kind of portable inflator system. I got this from Amazon for $189, but I guess there was some kind of Black Friday special because it had like a $40 coupon on it. So I clipped that $40 coupon, and so the $190 inflator became a $150 inflator. Okay, so pretty cool. So we'll go do an unboxing. We'll go check it out, and then we'll go test it out on some stuff. Okay, so the main thing I wanted with this is if I go to the racetrack, or like if I go on a trip or something, I want something small, light, and compact, so I don't have to, you know, it doesn't take up a lot of space. Okay, that was the big deal. All right, so as you can see, the box is it's already like a little bit. It's like half the size. All right, it's already half the size of the air tank. All right, this works great, but it's just heavy and bulky. That's what I don't like about it, and you have to take all this other stuff with it. I just wanted something simple and easy to operate. All right. So let's go check out what's in this guy. I haven't seen what's in there yet, so we're going to do an unboxing. Okay, so we're going to do our unboxing on top of the trunk of my Honda Super Cub, alright? So I'm going to use this to help me inflate the tires on all my bikes and all my cars. I got a lot of them, so... and you figure each one has at least 2 tires or 4 tires, you know, so... Okay, so here it is. Let's check out the box. It's the jump starter and air inflator 2-in-1 dealie. It's a Juliet Alpha 301. It's 12 volts and it has a 2000 amp starter on it. Okay, so I can use this to jump my other cars too. So that's what comes in handy. That's what it looks like. And this is the brand here, Lokithor. Okay, or that's what they call it, Lokithor. It's kind of like, you know, Loki and Thor, right? From the legend, right? All right, same dealie here. There's a little picture of it right there. All right, so there's a jump starter feature. It's 12 volts. It can do 2,000 amps of current. It's quite a bit. Okay, and I guess that's what the jump starter leads look like. Okay, so in this, I've zoomed in on this side of the box because it's got a whole lot of information. All right, so Lokithor, the force of thunder in hand. Okay, interesting. All right, so it says in the box. So this is what should be in the box, is a multi-function vehicle emergency starter. All right, the unit itself pretty much. Jump starter clamps, inflatable hose, a product storage bag. That's nice. All right, a manual, nozzle adapters, USB-C cable, and accessories storage bag. Okay. And this is the model JA301, right? And the pressure range, so the capacity is 20,000 milliamp hours, all right? Milliamp hours, yep. Starting current is 1,000 amps, and peak current is 2,000 amps, okay? The pressure range, it ranges from 10 to 150 psi. I don't think I would need to inflate anything lower than 10 unless you had like a quad or something, okay? Input is USB-C, 5 volts, so you would charge it with the USB-C port. All right, and the output is 5 volts, 3 amps, okay? I heard that this has a quick charge charging port, so I will be testing that out on my cell phone, okay? It's compatible with car, SUV, MPV, 4-wheel drive. I know it's kind of hard to read. That's why I'm reading it off. Motorboat, motorcycle, smartphone, tablet, and camera, okay? And the jump starter function kind of just shows you how to do it. Okay, we'll try to jump something with it, okay? I don't know what we can. All right, and on this side of the box, it says it has the air inflator, right? So the other side said it was a jump starter. This one is the inflator, right? So it can inflate up to 150 psi max. All right, there's the Lokithor name. And then it says air inflator, quick inflatable, safe and portable, intelligent control. All right, so I'll tell you this now. One of the most important things important maintenance you should be doing on your vehicle is checking the tire pressure. All right, you should always be checking your tire pressure. Every week, every couple weeks, you know, just take a look at it. You know, does it look flat? That type of thing. Because the wheels or the tires are what connect your vehicle to the ground. Okay. Let's give it an open now. It looks like it's brand new. That's good. That's what I expected. Okay, I'm gonna go pull the unit out. Okay, the inside is just black. There's the unit right there. So there's your instruction manual. There's some kind of storage bag. Okay, maybe there's 2 in there because I said there was 2. All right, there's a Decident packet to keep moisture out of the box. All right, that's the unit itself. It is very small. Holy moly, it is a lot smaller than I thought. I thought that, you know, it was going to be about the size of the box. All right, there's some packaging material. Set that aside, and then there's another box with the accessories in it. Okay. All right, so let's go open the accessory box. Let's just put that aside there. Let's see what we got in here. All right, it's already got the stuff in the carrying case. All right, another black box. Very nice packaging. It makes it look very fancy. Very fancy pants. All right, it's just gonna go straight in the recycle bin, unfortunately. All right, opened the bag, and we've got the goodies. All right, so I guess this is the storage bag for the unit itself. I am quite impressed by how small this guy is. All right, Hazelmega had one of these kind of lithium-ion jump starter dealies a while back, and I lost it on the ride. Okay, but I didn't like it because I would always find it, the light would turn on and then it would run out of charge. All right, Okay, so these are Ooh, these are huge. These are, holy moly, this is an EC8 connector. That is a huge connector. That's the biggest EC connector I've ever seen. All right, guys. His Mega was planning to turn this into a little power bank with an inverter, but I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to order a EC8 connectors. I've never used an EC8 connector. All right. Hades Mega has used an EC3 and an EC5. All right. I thought this used an EC5. This uses an EC8. I've never seen one before. It's ginormous. Okay, guys. It's literally the same size as the one as the discharge port on the Sauron, okay? All right, so there's the jumper leads. All right, so one thing I can already tell you right off the bat that I don't like about this is they're made out of plastic, okay? This plastic, it doesn't last very long. All right, see, I can already see the spring kind of moving out there and stuff. All right, Hades Mega's main purpose for this unit is to use it as a tire inflator, okay? But it's nice to have this little jump starter feature, okay? But there it is, okay? There's the red wire, and then there's the black wire to go to your connecting the parallel with your battery. And they're plastic, okay? So I've had problems with these plastic ones. They don't last very long. Hopefully these ones last a while. Like I said, Hades Mega's main purpose is not to use this as a jump starter anyways, okay? But I'm a little disappointed that they're made out of plastic, okay? Because the hinges break and stuff. It would have been nice if it was like a metal with like plastic over construction, all right? But this is all plastic, and it has springs. It's under tension and stuff. Yeah, the plastic will break after a while, unfortunately. Hades Mega's gonna have to put new clamps on this. Okay. Okay, so yeah, there's the jump starter clamps. Okay, it comes with inflator dealie here. I thought it was supposed to come with two of them. But anyway, this one goes, I think this connects to the unit, and this is a quick attach right here. Okay. And then these are some adapters here. Okay. Can you take this out? No, you can't. It's interesting. Okay. Let's see what adapters it has. Okay, there's your USB-C cable. This is what you're going to be using to charge it, all right? Or you can use any USB-C cable, all right? All right, these are some goodies they got. This is a little needle for pumping a ball. And then there's some kind of adapters for, I guess, if you wanted to inflate an airbed or some kind of mattress or something, or a ball. Some adapters for that. Okay, and this, I'm not really sure what this does. Okay, let's check out this this bag before we take a look at the actual unit itself. Okay, that's the carrying bag for the unit. Okay, I guess you can put all the accessories in it. Alright, it's just kind of just a pouch. So you would put it inside like so. Okay, what I don't like is it kind of covers the handle, so I know, right? I'm probably not going to use the bag. Okay, so there's the unit itself. Alright, you've got USB ports in here, alright? And so you've got a USB port here that you can use for charging devices, and the USB-C port here to charge the device itself, okay? And it's pretty light. It looks like it's pretty easy. You know, you can just plop it somewhere and then just hook it up to a USB charger. Okay, so one thing I'm already beginning to notice that what we don't have is we don't have an adapter for this. Yeah, we don't have an adapter for this. So they did not include a 120 volt outlet adapter for this. So you're going to have to find one, okay? The nice thing is you can use the USB ports in the RAV4 to charge this. Okay, and then you've got a jump starter port right here. This is where you would plug the jump starter into. Okay, if you want to get that 12 volts power. There's a light button on top, so I guess... Oh, okay, you hit the light button, it turns the unit on. So I guess you got to hold it down. Okay, you hold it down. Oh boy, you hold it down and the light turns on. All right, and then there's different modes. All right, there's a flashing mode, and I guess this is like SOS or something. Okay, hold it down, turns into a flashlight. Pretty nice flashlight. It works pretty good with the handle. All right, it would be nice if there was like some kind of legs on it to like elevate it. So, you know, if you had to put it on the ground and you were trying to work on the car or something, you know. All right, to turn it off, you hold it down again. All right. Also to activate the unit, it's already got only like 2 bars left. Okay. It looks like there's supposed to be 4 bars, but there's only 2 bars, so it looks like we need to charge it. But I think that's what you're supposed to do when you're not using it. It should be like at half the charge, I guess. So right here is the power button. I think, let's see, let's turn this off. Okay, yeah, you can hold that down to turn it off. I guess you can use both of these buttons to turn it on. The power button here, okay. And the light button, okay. So let's go check out the inflator features, okay. So as you can see, it is set to measure in bar, okay. Here's what the gauge cluster looks like. You get a battery indicator on the top here. It says USB here, I guess. Maybe when you have something hooked up to the USB, something pops up there. And then it says 0.0 bar here, okay? So that's the units it's measuring right now. There's a button here that says bar and PSI. So I guess you can put that to PSI, and I guess you can adjust what you want. It's set at like 87 PSI right now, okay? Let's go try to inflate the tire on my RAV4. All right, I know the RAV4 is 33 PSI, okay? And then there's the pump. I guess you gotta hold it down. Okay, and you hold it down and it turns it on, hold it down and it turns it on again, okay? So I'm hoping these buttons last a while with a lot of use, all right? They look like they're not super dupery strong, all right? I don't know what these little bars are here, okay? It says Lokithor there, all right? There's your flashlight right there. It's a nice LED light. Lokithor, 20,000 milliamp hours, all right? And 150 PSI, okay? It's got some cooling vents right here, all right? This is the port where you would screw the inflator in. I'm probably just gonna leave it plugged in all the time. All right, and it says it gets hot, okay? So the first thing we're gonna test is the inflator feature. So let's go get that inflator out. I'm wondering, I thought there was supposed to be a different inflator thing for this, a screw-on, but it just has a quick, one of those 90-degree quick connects, okay? I kind of like them and I kind of don't, because they could pop off is what I'm going to say. Okay, so I'm going to screw this in all the way, and then we're going to go see if we can go inflate the RAV4, okay? Tire on the so before the inflation test, we're going to go see how much this thing weighs, all right? So I've got it, the unit with the inflator hose attached to it already, okay? So we're going to just see how much it weighs. Definitely, it gives Hades Omega's thumbs up of approval for portability and weight, okay? It only weighs 4 pounds 2 ounces, okay? Very nice. So it's really small. I like it. So it's got some rubberized feet, so it doesn't move around too much when it's inflating, I guess. Okay, so let's go do this. Apologize for my shadow. All right, first we're going to take the valve cover off. Okay, we're going to power the unit on. All right, so it's set to 33 psi already, like I previously put. So it's at half charge right now. I'll probably have to charge it up later. I can already hear air hissing out of it. That's not good. That's not a good seal. Oh, it's coming out of here. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, there's air coming out of the unit. So it's already not good, alright? I can hear it, it's coming out. And there's no way... Okay, it stopped at 33 psi. I still hear air leaking out of the unit. Alright, hey, this is Mega here, and fast forward to a couple days later, and boom, I got another one, alright? So I returned the other one through UPS, and then I had them send me a replacement. So hopefully this one works good, alright? So yeah, it's same dealie as last time, same box, same stuff. I watched another video and they had like a different hose, alright? There's a different hose for this, but I guess this one doesn't come with it. I guess they don't have it anymore. It would have been nice to have the screw-on one, but this seems like it works okay, okay? But I would be worried about it coming off or leaking in the future, okay? So yeah, let's go test it out. Hopefully it doesn't leak, alright? This is the moment of truth right here, alright? Alright. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pump up the tires on my Honda Super Cub here, okay? So if you guys, on a motorcycle, there should be a sticker somewhere on the bike that tells you what the tire pressure should be. So this is the cold tire pressure. Should be 29 in the front and 33 in the rear, okay? So that's what we'll be inflating it to. So let's do the front first. All right, I fired it up. I'm going to put it in PSI, and it's at 87 PSI. Okay. I guess that's if you just want it to be, just keep on going. 29 was it? Yep, I went too far. All right, there's 29, and let's go try it out. I forgot to charge it. Okay, guys, it's still at half charge. When they ship these units, they're at half the charge. I guess if they're going to sit around for a long time, you want it to be at half charge. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Will the Lokithor leak like the other one did? Okay, let's move this tire like that. The rim is very dirty on my bike. Sorry, guys. All right, so there's the unit. All right, and then we're gonna go plug it in. Okay, it's kind of hard to get it in there properly, but we'll make it work. Some air came out already, and hooray, it doesn't leak, guys, but it turned off. Okay, turned it off. All right, it's set to 29 psi. It's saying the front tire has 25 psi in it. All right, so we're gonna hold the pump button down. So I don't think I hear it leaking. Let me put my head next to it to double check. All right, because the last one leaked. Alright, I can hear it leaking internally. No, it is not. I don't hear anything leaking. I put my head next to it, my ear next to it, and it seems fine. Okay, so let's go fire it up. Okay, that was it. So we're gonna do we're gonna test the pressure with this digital tire pressure gauge, or it's also an inflator too, but I don't have it hooked up right now. All right, I'm gonna remove this. Kind of hard to remove. Okay, it says 27.7. All right, this one is actually lower than it should be. All right, the other one read higher. Okay, but maybe because I let some air out. So let's see if we can get this right again. Let's see what tire pressure it'll say. It still says 0. Okay, it says 27. So yeah, we lost 2 psi when we took it out. So let's try this again. Okay, see if I could take it out without losing much air. Okay, oh, that's much better. Okay, last time a whoosh of air came out. Check it one more time. Okay, it says 31 psi. Okay, so yeah, it is about 2 psi higher than what it should be. It's dependent on what happens when you take the valve the thing out. Okay, so what I can do is just bleed some air out till it gets to 29, and that should be good. Okay, so you don't. Let's hook it back up and let's see what the gauge says. The gauge should say 29 now. Takes a couple seconds to register. 28. Okay, so I think that's pretty close. It said, the unit said it should be good, plus minus 1 to 2 psi, I think, or like 2 psi. Okay, so that is actually, it says 29 now, so. Okay, I think that should be fine. Oh, I let a bunch of air out. So it's tricky. It's tricky getting the exact tire pressure that you want, alright? So I probably let the air out again, so let's do this one more time. Okay. Oh, see, it's hard. It lets the air out. But I think it should be pretty close. All right, that's like 30. It's like 30. That should be good enough. It's a little bit higher than what it should be, but that's fine. Okay, it's definitely not as precise as something like this. All right, guys. This one you can let the air out and do all that stuff. All right, but this one will get you pretty close to the ballpark. All right, let's try the rear tire. Okay, what we're gonna do is set the tire pressure to 33. That was the other one. Okay. If anything, maybe you want to set it a little higher so when you take the plug out, it won't leak so much. Okay. Check the tire pressure on our rear tire now. Okay. Should register soon. Okay, so it says there's 28 psi in, so it's got to add like 5 psi or something. We're gonna hold it down. Okay, looks good. Hopefully I can remove this without too much air coming out. So I think it's good that it usually when it stops, it's 2 psi higher than it normally than it's supposed to stop at. So we're gonna check this real quick. Okay, we got 34.7. I think that's good. And then I could just bleed off a little bit if I want. Okay, and that should be good. Okay. So I think it's pretty good. I would rather have more tire pressure than what's indicated, you know, the recommended, than having it low. Okay, so I've inflated the tires on my Honda Super Cub. Let's try a automobile next. Okay, so for my last trick, we'll check the tire pressure and inflate the tire pressure on my Harbor Freight trailer here. All right, it's got an 8-inch trailer tires. I typically inflate this for somewhere from like 45 to 50 psi. Okay, so pretty high pressures. All right, small tire pressure. All right, so we're gonna go do the thing. Let's put it over here. Okay. Okay. It goes on there. It doesn't leak at all, so that's good. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so it says it's at 45 psi. It's pretty much where I want it at. Okay, how about we inflate it to 50 psi? See how that handles that. All right, here we go. Okay, inflated it to 50 psi. Let's remove it. I'm going to check the tire pressure with the gauge here real quick. I'll just read it off to you guys. It's saying 52. Okay, so yeah, like I said, 2 psi higher than what you put in. So I'm just gonna bleed a little air out. Okay, so that's 50 right there. All right. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much the rest of the that's all the testing I wanted to do with the inflator. So it is not supposed to leak when you plug it in. All right, guys, you shouldn't hear any hissing or air coming out of the unit when you plug it in. All right, and that was right. It's a good thing I I had it replaced because that was not proper. Okay, so make sure when you do, if you have a brand new unit and you plug it into your valve stem, that you don't hear any leaking. All right, it shouldn't leak at all. Okay. All right, so, but I'm pretty impressed with how it worked. It's got a half a charge. It should probably be better if it had a full charge too. It'll probably charge, it'll probably inflate faster, okay? So Hayes Mega's gonna go inflate all his car tires, and then yeah. And then I will go fully charge this guy, and then we'll see if we can start a car with it, okay? All right, here's we go. Okay, and if you're wondering how to charge it, you use a USB Type-C cable, all right? Plug it into the Type-C port right here. Okay, it should be charging. Okay, so I'm gonna let that charge for however long it needs to take to charge. Okay, since I'm returning it, I'm just gonna plug. I'm not gonna unwrap the cable. All right, so I'm gonna plug it into the power port here. Okay, then I'm gonna plug it into my phone. Okay, there's no power. I'm gonna turn the unit on. Okay, there. Now there's power. It does indeed. It does quick charge your phone. Okay, I can see it right here. It says fast charging right here. Okay, the unit is on, charging my phone right now. All right, so you can see it's got the little fast charge icon right there. Okay, and it says fast charging. Okay, fast charging. Yep. So it is quick charge compliant. So as a power bank it would work, but what Hayes Megas really needs to use this for is an inflator. So the USB charger is like kind of like a different feature. Right? It's a feature, a secondary feature is what I want to say. Okay, but you saw how that works. You just plug in a cable into here. All right, a charge cable. And then you have to turn the unit on, and then it'll start charging. Okay, you can't just plug it in and right away. You gotta actually turn the unit on. Okay. All right, hey, Hayes Mega here, and welcome to my 1998 Mitsubishi Eclipse GST. All right, there's the legendary 4GCC3 right there, and we're gonna go try to start it with the Lokithor. Okay, so this car has a quick connect. Like a battery connector. Okay, yeah. So all I gotta do is rotate this switch clockwise, and it connects the battery. Okay. All right. I just heard a spark right now, so it's connected. All right, but I'm gonna disconnect it, and we're gonna see if we can start it with just the Lokithor. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna plug in the. I'm not really sure how to do this. I didn't really read the manual, but I'm just gonna hop to it. That's what we'll say. All right. So I'm going to connect the positive and the negative terminals on, right? Okay, I apologize for the weed whacker sounds. The freaking gardener is cutting grass right now or something. Okay, so I'm going to plug this into the positive that's going to the car, all right, not the battery. It's a good thing these things are pretty beefy. I guess this one we can connect to the shock tower. Plug it into here. And there's only one way to plug it in, and the positive is on the top. Okay, it's plugged in. I'll turn the power on. Okay, I heard a little click, and now it shows how much voltage is in the battery. So there shouldn't be anything hooked up right now, so it should be able to start up. I'm going to try to start it up, and then I'm going to disconnect it right away because I don't think you want to run it off this battery. All right, but I want to go try to fire it up right now. Okay, there we go. It fired. It started the car up without a battery. All right, and it shows you how much voltage is coming in right now. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna disconnect it now. Okay. All right, there you go. It worked. It worked beautifully. And be careful not to ground any of these wires here. I don't know if it has any kind of safety stuff on it. Let me connect my battery before so the car doesn't get all crazy. Okay. yeah, so I don't know if there's any kind of safety stuff on it where, like, if you connect the battery backwards, will it not work, you know, or it won't short out or something. I don't want to test that, okay? So I'm not gonna do that. But as you can see, it started up my my car without the battery connected, okay? It started just from the Lokithor, okay? Very impressive. All right, so when you connect it, and I guess it senses like a draw or something, it'll show what the voltage is, and then it'll start applying power to it, okay? As you can see, it was putting like 12.7 volts into it, which is enough to start this car, okay? This is an inline 4, so it doesn't take a whole lot of power. You can see my starting battery is very small on this car, okay? That's just to save weight and stuff, all right? It's a racing battery, so it's an Odyssey battery if you guys are wondering. Okay, so yeah, it started it without the battery. That's pretty freaking amazing, if you ask me. So I have done this test with a 3S LiPo pack before too, so that'll actually work. I'm not really sure how big the battery, it's a 20,000 milliampere battery pack, so it's got a pretty decent amount of juice. Let's see how much charge it has. Okay, so it still has a full charge after that jump, okay? But there you go, you can run it off. You can start your car without with the dead battery. Now, if you have a dead battery, it may start discharging the Lokithor like really fast. So what's gonna happen is the charge is gonna go from the Lokithor to the battery, all right, since you got it in parallel. So this is gonna start charging your battery. So it's probably actually more beneficial than not have the battery hooked up, but that battery should be fine. I think that battery's got a charge, so that's why I disconnected it, because just for this test. But as you can see, it started the car up no problem without having the battery connected to it, okay? And I was worried that it wouldn't start because it might not sense like any kind of load or anything on it, but it did. So it has some kind of fancy circuitry in it that it can detect that, okay? Because when I just hooked the voltmeter up to it, you could see it cycling. You can see the voltage cycling up and down. I was like, that's kind of weird. It doesn't just output a constant voltage. It's got some kind of computers in it that it monitors the voltage and stuff, okay? And it knows when something is connected. All right, but yeah, it just fired up my car, no problem. So now this jump starter feature, I did not really intend to use that, okay? But yeah, but it's good to know that if somebody does need a jump and I have the cables and everything with me, I can give them a jump with this guy. All right, so pretty cool. So I am very happy with this. So far, I'm very happy with the Lokithor. All right, it does what I needed to do, inflate tires, all right, and I can charge my phone and all that good stuff while I'm on trips and stuff. It's very compact and lightweight, and it has a very bright light on it too. So I hope to use it for like camping and track days and stuff like that, and like emergency uses and stuff. So I'm very happy with it. so far, okay. Maybe along the line I will do a long-term review on it. Okay, thanks for watching. That's the Lokithor 2-in-1 jump starter and air compressor unit. All right, I'm really happy with it. There's really kind of nothing like it on the market right now. There are a couple things very similar to it, but I think this is the best one. Okay, it's everything. It's in a nice compact little package. I kind of don't like how the hoses stick out like that. All right, and I'm pretty sure you're not. What I might do is I might try to modify this so I can have a 12-volt outlet out of it. I might make a 12-volt outlet out of this port right here, okay? But that'll be a later video. All right, here's the big out. There it is, the Lokithor. Okay, Hades Mega wanted to make a couple closing notes about the Lokithor 2-in-1 jump starter and inflator dealie. So I really like it. It does what I want it to do. But one of the things Hades Mega was thinking, I wish there was like better compartments, okay, and for the hose and the jump starter cables, okay. It would have been nice if they were able to contain it into one unit instead of having a bag, you know, put the accessories in. Because like, what if you lose them, you know? it's hard to lose them if, like, you know, there's a container on the unit itself. So I'm thinking, like, you know, it would have been nice if they added like a storage container like on the bottom that you could that would house like the, you know, the inflator cord or the jump starter cord, okay, and like the manual and all that stuff. Yeah, so like I said, I wouldn't mind sacrificing a little bit of its portability for like some storage for the accessories. That way, you know, what if you lose them? Like I said, it would be hard to lose it if you could always keep it with it, you know. Hades Mega is planning to use this thing mainly as an inflator, all right, but yeah, it would be nice if I could, you know, store this on the unit, all right. It kind of like sticks out a whole lot, that's what I want to say. Okay, and I'm hoping the support doesn't break with the cord in there all the time, you know. Yeah, so that's just one thing I thought about. Also, it would have been nice if they had like a screw-on inflator hose, all right, one that you just screwed onto the valve stem, because I think this is rated up to like 100 psi. I wouldn't want to use this for up to like 100 psi. Okay, this might just blow off, you know, and then it would be all bad. Okay, I would feel more safe if you had the screw-on one. Okay, so it would be nice if they included both of them, right? But this one only came with this one. I feel like this one, not the most secure, okay? And I don't know how long this is going to last. I'm pretty sure the screw-on ones are a little more durable and reliable, is what I'm going to say. So it would have been nice if they included both cords. That's what I'm saying. Okay, and it would have been nice if there was a function to inflate an airbed, all right? But you would have to have like a different pump and stuff like that. I know the D-Wall inflator can do that, so... yeah, it would have been nice to have something like that too. Okay, yeah, so it would have been nice if there's some storage compartments on the unit itself, so we didn't have to carry it in an extra bag. Okay, all right, here's my go.